That's it. Right, I think we're just about ready. Just sort my computer out. Hi Maxine, hi Sylvia, hi Shaz, hi Chris. Lovely to see you all. Well, not physically see you, but you know what I mean. That's it. Hi Louise. Right, we'll get started. Hello, good evening and welcome. Lorna Carter from Lorna Carter's Creations, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based here in the UK. Right, so this week we're doing something a little bit different. And this is an album. That's the back of it. It's an album made with these lunch bags, as they're called, brown paper bags to me. So I've designed wishing Abby a very happy 13th birthday. Hope you've had a lovely day, Abby. Yeah, so we're making this album. I've made some tags to go in it. We've got like a journaly type card. You can use it for anything. You could say, I've just done the Christmas one because I love the Christmas paper, but you can make anything. You can do it for birthdays, do it for holidays. Yes, teenager. 13, crikey. All those years ago. I remember it well. Make the most of it, Abby. Right. So, yeah, so we've got just several pages, sort of decorated the same but different, if you know what I mean. I've just put gift tags in them. We'll make some gift tags as well. I'm not going to make the full album. I'm just going to do a couple of pages, and we'll do some tags as well. So what you need to create this, as I say, is these lunch bags, as they're called, and these, I will just measure them. So these measure 22 centimetres by 13 centimetres, and they are 7 centimetres deep. Okay. So how I've made this album, I've made used six of these bags to make it, but you can put use as many as you want. You can make them bigger, smaller. If you can see, I've got ribbon tied to them, but we've got hi Helen, thanks for joining. We've got binder rings, which I bought a multi-pack of. You can get them, I'll just show you. I put them in there. So these are all different sizes, going from 2 inches to all the way down to the little ones. So you get quite a lot, all different sizes, and as I say, they open, so you can just pop them through a punched hole. Those, okie dokie. Right, so the bags are actually from Amazon. You should be able to get them most places, I would think, most. But I must admit, I just find it easy. I got a pack of 100. If you want the link, I'll pop the link up later on for the bags. But what have I made? I've made few journals out of these. They make nice luminaires. Izzy Shushinsky, Izzy Crafty Bees. If you go on to her either YouTube or Facebook site, she did one a few weeks ago using the aspen tree dies, when she had put a tea light in and cut out, and it was really nice. So if you want to hop on over to Izzy's Crafty Bees, I'll get it right. Yeah, so you can use these for all sorts of things, but they're very handy for doing little albums, definitely. So yeah, so we've got 2 binder rings and 6 bags for this. Okay, so I'll give you the measurements what I've had for this, but basically any size bag, you need this bit at the bottom because that's going to fold up. So that's going to fold up, that makes your pocket. Okay, so as long as they've got that bit at the bottom to fold up, or you could just do it with ordinary card and just stick it at the side, but I wanted the envelopey bit at the top. So right, let's get started, let's get going. I'll show you what products we're using. So I'll just pop that to the side. So we're using the stamp set is Forever Fern, which is this one, which is in the annual catalogue. It's been in, I think it's the 2nd year that's been in. Just get my... So Forever Fern, it's a lovely foliage stamp set. It's on page 73 of the annual catalogue. £23 that is. And we're going to be using that image, that image, that image, and that image, and the dotted stamp. What? Just Louise, just is it the name? I'm not quite sure what you mean by the name. Is it the lunch bags, the paper bags, or the binder rings? Both I got from Amazon. The binder rings. I say I'll put links up, so you can get it. Oh, Izzy's Crafty Bees, ISSYS. I'll put a link up to it as well if you like. It's Izzy's Crafty Bees. So I'll put a link up to Izzy as well, so you can see. That's not a problem. I'll put a link up to that video actually. I'll find it and put a link up so it's all there, so you've got all the information. And if that's it, well done, Shaz. Thank you very much for the help. Right, let's get started. Let me put these to one side. So yeah, so the Forever Fern is in the annual catalogue, and then the designer series paper, I absolutely adore this. So these are the sheets. It's called Boughs of Holly, and it's 12 by 12 because I've obviously used some of these. It's 12 by 12s, and you get, if I do it that way you can see, one side's plainer and the other side is more floral. So I've used I've kept this one separate with the you don't have to sit on your hands, Louise. Yeah, if I'd fussy cut these, so I've already got some fussy cut, but as you can see, they're really, really pretty, and they just make a nice focus point. So I've kept that for fussy cutting. That's like a bark on that side, so I'm not really bothered about that. I like the floral side. So we've got what do I call them? Cyclamens, Lorna. What are they called? Brain gone. Poinsettias, that's right. We'll get there, we'll get there. So we've got a large poinsettia on that one. We've got a smaller poinsettia on that one. So they've both got red on the back. We've got the trees, which should make a nice backdrop. With green on the back. We've got this lovely foliage with leaves on. I'm not so keen on that side, but we have used it. And then we've got this one with holly and all different leaves and berries. I love that. I think it's really pretty. And then we've got the evening evergreen on the back. So that's what we're using. It just gave me inspiration, and that is in the mini catalogue, page 25. And you get 12 sheets, 2 of each design. So there's 6 designs, both all double-sided. So you get 12 sheets in total. And then just to let you know, Cherry Cobbler, Real Red, Poppy Parade, Mossy Meadow, Evening Evergreen and Shaded Spruce. Those are the colours that go with that. Right. Let's sit down and craft. So as I say, I've already cut some poinsettias ready to pop on. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to talk to you about brown paper bags. That's the Fern. Okay. So as I say, we have 6 of these. Nice little bags. And what we're going to do is we're going to create pockets. So if I bring this like so, you can see we have the pocket, and then we have the gap at the top to put a journal. So you can use it as a photo album or anything for a new baby. Decorate it however you want. Right, so what we need to do is we need to cut some designer series paper. I'm going to create 2 pages, so I'll show you 2 pages worth. Simples. So that's that. We'll see how we go. What's that on there? Right. So I'll shut that, move that, put the bag to one side, bring in my trimmer. Okay. So the sizes of designer series paper. What we need. So for the front and every other page, that's not a full one. There we go. Full one and a full one and a full one. They are, the designer series paper is 12, which is that way, by 14 centimeters. So you need 12 by 14 centimeters. For the pocket section, you need 2 pieces, and you need, the bottom bit is 12 by 6, and then the top piece is 12 by 9. And what I'm going to do before we glue it into a pocket, we're going to adhere all the paper. Okay, So let's get that sorted. Let's sort that. So this is what's left of a piece of 12 by 12. We're going to cut this at 12 centimetres. Okay, so I'll just put my other paper to one side. So that's at 12 centimetres. Okay, we're going to turn that landscape and we're going to cut 14 centimetres, so that will give us a full sheet for the front of one of the bags. Then we're going to cut a 9 centimetre and a 6 centimetre. And don't get rid of the scrap. We'll use those. So out of that piece we've got a 14 centimetre piece, a 9 centimetre piece and a 6 centimetre piece. And the little scrap, we're going to use that as well. We don't waste anything. Okay, so we'll do the same with this. So we want a 12 centimetre piece. We then do the same. We want a 14 centimetre, a 9 centimetre, and a 6 centimetre. There's a little piece for keeping. I'm just going to do it on 3. So 12. My chair's squeaking. Does my head in. I will have to do something about it. So we've got 14, sorry. We've got 9. And we've got 6. Okay. Right. That'll do for my trimmer for now. So what we've then got to decide is, if I show you like this, so I've put the large one on the front, the large poinsettia, and I've got the small poinsettia on the bottom, the holly and the berries and everything at the top. I just like to see it all different. So we've got the stripe on one side and a bit more fussy on this side. We've got the trees. I've just say that is the same. Doesn't matter. It looks all right. It's diagonally across. I just wanted it just all different, basically. Okay. So you've got to decide now what we're going to have where. So I'm going to use them two for the full pages. Okay, so we're going to go that one on there, get there in a minute. I'm going to go for that one with that one, and then we want a small red one on there, and then right, so I've chosen what I want. So we've got a full page, and then we've got the pocket page, full page and the pocket page. Okay, so once you've got what you need, let's start sticking. Okay, so we've got to bear in mind, I'll just get my bone folder, we're just folding that up like that, so that's the pocket. So what we'll do is we're going to glue this piece like so, this piece like so, and then we're going to turn it over and we're going to pop that piece like that. Okay, so let's go for it. And I've got a new glue this week. Yes. So we're going to pop that on there. I say it just gives you just something different, totally different idea of how to use them. So I'm going to pop that up there. You could do it, you could put 12 bags in. You could do it 12 months of the year, and then make some little cards, pop some cards in. You can make it whatever you want. Let the creativity flow. It's just good fun. Just love to create. And as it's World Mental Health Day, or whatever they call it, this is what I use for my out of it all time. Sit and craft. Tend to lose myself, and it's something I've done for many years. Right, so we've now got all the DSP on. Okay, so we're just going to run a bead of glue down just each side, and then all I'm going to do, just going to put a little bit of pressure just on the edge, just hold it down. There we go, just let that stick, bit of pressure with the brown folder. So just leave that to one side. So that is one page, simple as that. Where's my other bag? So my other bag, just going to fold that over. We're just going to burnish it. And I was inspired for this by it's a lady on the YouTube channel, Smile by Holly. She has a YouTube channel. I'll pop her channel up as well. I best make notes in my head what I've got to put links to. But inspired by Holly, she does a lot of well, albums, journals, that sort of thing. But just, you know, you just get inspiration from watching people on YouTube. It's like watching people on YouTube, Pinterest. I could spend hours searching, I really could. I like something a bit different, and sometimes you get inspired by something and you create something very similar but different. Same but different, as Izzy would say. So we'll pop that on, spinning over, and we're going to pop that one on there. So once you've got everything cut out, you can see it doesn't take that long to put together. It is quite easy. It doesn't matter if you don't get the bags the same size as what I've got. All you need to do is get the bag folded up like so, measure this piece, and see if you want a border like what I've got. So that would be 13 across there. So I've gone for 12 centimetres, so it's half a centimetre each side and top to bottom. This is all, you know, this is what you've got to do. If you can't find the same size, that's all you need to do, is just work it out, as in this is 13 across. I think that's is it 15 or 14 and a half? I can't remember just off the top of my head. 15. So I've gone 14. So we've got the same border. Okay. Right. So we'll just keep knocking that. The lamp keeps moving. Just put a bead of glue down this side, each side again, and then we're just going to hold that, and you'll see how it comes together. I didn't have time to make any more because I made that one, I think I made that Saturday, but I didn't get time yesterday to make any more, so I could have made a full second album, but I just didn't have chance. Okay, so if you want a front cover, decide which is your front cover. Let's go. Oh, I do like the part. Yeah, let's go that one. I do like the poinsettias. I love red, my favourite colour. So, like this one. So we'll have that at the front, and then when you open up, you've got a pocket and you've got a full piece. Okay, so you'd have a pocket and a full piece, and then when I got to the middle, I did the same. I did both pockets, and then just worked the opposite way, going back. Okay, does everything make sense? Everybody's quiet. Has everybody gone to sleep? Right, okay, so if we're gonna have that as the front. So just for something different, I've already die cut two pieces. So what I've used, and I absolutely love these, is the Stylish Shapes dies with like the stitch border. I use the large circle, the next size down on this one, and then I've used the large square and the next square down. Just thought it was just something different. Still sat on your hands, Louise. It's good fun, Chaz. Yeah, it's great to make this. Yeah, so these to me are just one of the bog basic dies, but they're one of the most used. Same with the stitch rectangles. So all I did, so pop that on the front. We're going to pop some, we'll blend some Crumb Cake ink over that. Just let me, I've got my paper and I want my crumb cake. She says, can't find it. Crumb cake. Blending brush. And we're just going to antique it. Make it oldie worldy. Okay, just like so. That's all we're going to do. Put that back, and we're going to stick that on there. Get my glue. I keep knocking that. So we're just gonna pop that on there, and I've embossed this with the Merry Teeth into Gear Merry Melody 3D embossing folder with the music. I did this one. That one was done using the Time Worn type, so I thought we'd go different and we'd use yeah, what I've just said, Merry Melody. Okay, right, so you remember this sheet? Beautiful, absolutely love this. So I've I've fussy cut some poinsettias. I use the edges as well. I don't waste anything. As you can see, if I show you, these are edge ones. Don't waste them. There is another one somewhere like that here. Don't waste them. I always use them. They look lovely. Okay, so want some dimensionals, and I popped this up on some dimensionals, and because I've embossed the background, I am just going to put a little blob of glue on each dimensional just to give it that little bit more, and you can put it however. So we're going to go like that. Okay, just move both of them. So that is going to go on the front like so. It's just slightly different. Okay, but before we make a front, we need to put some ribbon in. Now I've just put some tearing tape down behind and used that, and I've stuck that on with dimensionals as well, so it sticks off so you can get your ribbon underneath. Okay, so that is the front. Also, you don't have to do this, but I have, to make it easier to get the cards out, she says. That's it. I've cut half a circle, and I put the scraps. These maybe, but they'll look all right. Scraps at the top, so it's different. You can see it's different, and you can see that's where you pull to get it out. Okay, so to do that, I'll just move that out of the way. So to do that, what I did, got a ruler, got a marker pen, which I could see. Where are we? It's here somewhere. Right, so 13. So I'm going to mark at 6.5 on all pockets, front one as well as back one. 6.5. Okay. Now, Stampin' Up don't do the circle punches anymore, but this is that a 1 inch, I think. Oops. Yeah, this is a 1 inch punch. circle punch, and if you look, I've marked half and I've marked in half again. Okay, so all I'm going to do is match my edge up at each side to these, and then match that dot to that one and punch. And that's how we get our punched hole. Same with this one. So the dogs are going out next door, but you can't hear them because the window's shut. Or you might hear them because they are getting quite loud actually. So there we go, we've got two. Get rid of my bits to one side. So that's using a 1-inch punch. You can use, I suppose, let's have a look. I wanted a round one. Just looking what, there you go, you can probably hit dogs now. No, I haven't actually got another. I was going to saying you could actually use that one. Pop that in. It'd give you a bigger, and fancy hole, but you could still do it with that, just on the edge. So I make it look so easy, Shaz. I don't think so. It is easy, honestly, it is. It is easy, I promise you. Right, so that's your basic pages. So I hope that makes sense. So you'd, like, if you wanted to make one like that, you'd do 6 of these. Okay, you'd, dependent on I say dependent on how thick you're doing it, dependent on how big a binder ring you want it to use. I think these ones on here, yeah, they're inch ones that I've used on that. But I mean, you can even go to the big boys, 2-inch, that one. So, you know, you can do whatever, have it however you want. I just made it up as I went, really. So to punch, to make the holes at the side, basically this is 15 centimeters, so I marked it 5 and 10 centimeters. If you wanted them nearer the bottom on top, that's up to you, but that's how I did it. So I'll show you on these just so you know how I did it. Let's get my marker again. Yeah, just look like earrings. Oh dear. Right. So I put the ruler down the side. We need to go in a little bit. So we're going at the edge of the designer series paper. We're marking at 5. We're marking at 10. You mark it wherever you want to mark it. Okay, that doesn't matter. It's personal preference. So I'm going in 5 and 10. And then hole punch. I've got some of these crocodiles. And I used, did I use the big one, the big side. And all I'm going to do is line that dot in the little centerpiece and punch. Same hit with this side, line it up and punch. That is all we do. If you've got one of them 2-hole punches, that, you know, I've got one at work, you could use that. It doesn't matter. Okay, that's all you do. Just punch a hole. Okay, so those should now line up, and they do. Okay, so your binder clips, binder rings. I'll just put, just use that. I'm just going to put these in. So just to show you, they do break, and just thread through and clip. Thread through and clip. Okay, and there's your rings. And then just to sort of hide them a little bit, I just tied little pieces of ribbon, so it just give it, it hides it that little bit, just makes it look a bit sweeter. Okay, so that's what I did with those. So you can wrap ribbon around those. So this is what you get. See, I wouldn't have usually put that next door to that, but never mind. So that's your basic part to it. Yeah, Chris, yeah, that's what I said. If you put 12 together with the months, yeah, definitely. Or you could use sort of this size and do your 3x3s cards and envelopes. But however, yeah, you could have, because I was thinking about this the other night, last night I think it was. So you could have on here a list of birthdays during the month. So for January, for instance. And then you could have them in here. I mean, you could do it. I suppose you could pocket them all, really. And just stick another piece on. So you could have that be January's cards, that be February's, and so on. Or put a list of birthdays here, and you could put some more cards in the back, because it's quite a good opening. So yeah, you could do all sorts of things, put photos on them and all sorts. So yeah, that's that. So that would go on there. I say you've got your ribbon. I just put some tear and tape, just put some of that across, put my ribbon, stuck it on like so, so it's hidden underneath. Pop that up on dimensionals and then cut it off. And then for the back, I did a similar sort of thing, but did it flat, just stamped the wreath and did it on the back. But you could do whatever. You can put it under the designer series paper if you want. I could have done that there. You can do, you know, there's all, you just got to play. You just got to start one and just design as you go, totally and utterly. So but that's the shimmer, gold shimmer ribbon, 1/4 inch. That one. The other ribbons, except for the parakeet party, which I'll show you in a minute, that I've used for the tags. Everything else is retired, so I'm just using up what I've got basically. Right, so I'll put that to one side. I'll just show you just quickly how I made my tags, if you want to, you want to know. So the inks I'm using: a cherry cobbler, old olive, soft suede, and Evening Evergreen. Thought I got a cat coming in then. Okay, so let's just pop those there. You can do whatever, design it however you want. Basically what I did was stamping it. I did an A4 sheet and I basically stamped across and then did in each corner and then cut it up so it would, I cut it up into sections where I could use my tailor-made tags, dies. See, this is another staple. I love these, and I used both of them, both the big ones, so I could cut 2 at a time, and then I used the little label, well, the, what do you call it, reinforcers. So let me quickly stamp and I can just quickly show you. So I'm using a smaller piece, so I don't know how it'll come out, but we'll go for it. It'll make tags. So I'm just going to stamp this, but I'm ink it up, sorry, but I don't want the stem, so I'm just gonna be wary of inking it up. Tap tap tap, and I'm gonna go in like so. So I'm just gonna work across the paper, do it that way. Don't matter how you do it, really doesn't. Oh, I've done a full one there, though. There's no hope for me. I'm just going to go in like that. And like that. Okay, I'll clean these up after, just so we can get these done. Okay, so I'm going in with Evening Evergreen, using this, the biggish, longish leaf. And we're just mingling them. That's all I'm doing. You can do it however you want. It doesn't matter. Okay. It's just playing. Yeah, sorry, I'm just catching up on comments. My thing goes to sleep every so often. Yeah, keepsake gifts. Oh dear. Right, soft suede. Not that one. I'm using this one. So we're just going to go in. I just want a bit of something different. I don't know. Just go wherever. I'm not bothered. Okay. Right. Then we'll go in with Cherry Cobbler for this one. So you can just say it's just a matter of playing. I think it starts to pop when you pop the red in. Okay, then I'm just gonna go in on the corners like so, and I will just put, I don't know, let's just, that's it. Right, so until you're happy with it, using the soft suede for the dottage, splats, whatever you want to call it. And second, I want to do second generation, so I'm stamping off and on. Okay. Just a case. It will go a few more times. Okay. Do it however you want to. Just fill some of the bits in. Okay, so we've just got that. I'm not being precious at all about it. I've just stamped. Right, pop those to the side. Let's get my trimmer out. And I think I did it. So let's just get that. It's that way I was doing it. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just making sure, because I did mine on a bigger piece, you see. So I'll get 3 across. So just over 5 centimeters. I'm just going to cut. Okay, and I'm going to cut them in half, which will be 10 and a half, I think. Yeah. 10 and a half. Okay, so you can see some have got more foliage on, the edges have got less, so it's up to you. Okay, let's get my big mini. Oh, will we get 2 lots on here? Let's have a look. Let's go with the mini. Let's go with the mini. Oh, well, no, we're not going to get 2 at a time. We'll get 1 at a time, doesn't matter. So, pop your piece on there, and you can see my plates are well loved. Oh, they're cracked. And, oh, they're cracked. Well, they still work. So, don't they make sweet tags? You could put Merry Christmas over there. You could, I was tempted, but yeah, again, I didn't have time to do it. Get a little Merry Christmas and then heat emboss it in gold. I thought that would look nice. So, you know, the world's your oyster, really. Yeah, it is very vanilla. Oh, bless Sylvia. When you see somebody doing it, you just want to. Bless you. Hope you get out soon so you can do it. Right, so I'm just gonna, we'll do 4. So you can see the different... Oh, Alexa thinks I'm talking to her. No, Alexa, shut up. Oh dear. And we'll go with that one. So we'll have the fancy one. Like so. I was doing 2 at a time on my big one last night. Not last night, night before, sorry. There we go. So just to give you an idea. Ooh. And then what I did, put those over there. As I said, the reinforcers on these little ones, I have, what did I do with them? Here we go. I cut some out in cherry cobbler and evening evergreen. Just get my little mat. Put those to one side. Those two on the side. So my tags. So the square ended ones are these ones. So let's get some glue on them. This is where glue goes everywhere. I'm lethal, especially with a new bottle. So we're just gonna reinforce a hole. Do the same this side. This is where I got that much blooming glue on me on Saturday. It was doing my head in. I'm not very good when it comes to glue. Come on, that's it. So just like so. So that just finishes it off. So you could put a Merry Christmas, stamp it on a little piece, heat emboss it. Yeah, it'd look nice. I will probably do that eventually in my little album, but just haven't had chance. And in a couple of weeks' time, I'm going to show you how to make a 12 by 12. That's what I'm going to use. Mini album using one sheet of 12 by 12. That's in a fortnight. I'm just gonna, it's things that I'm revisiting from, this one's not because this is new to me, but well, not quite new. I have done something similar before, but the one sheet, the 12 by 12, I've not done a live on it, but I have. I've made one before, so it's just nice to revisit sometimes. So these are the round ones which go on the fancy topped ones. So you can make some beautiful things. Just, I mean, this to me, it is quite a simple project. Once you know what bits you need, it's fairly quick to put together. tags. I'm missing all my comments. I will go back to them. I do apologise. So you did a 1 week, 1 week. You did a course, Shaz. One Sheet Wonders with Ruth. Nice one. I love a one sheet wonder. I love to design my own DSP. I do like it. Fairly therapeutic. Just go for it. It's like doing these tags. I could have just chopped that piece, whatever, into 4 and put them on cards. It's good fun. So there's my 4 tags. I say I'm not going to do it, but you could put Merry Christmas on there. You could put whatever. However, just trying to, let me pick all these up. I've got them here, so they will go on other ones, so I don't lose them. Because if the cats get them, they'll eat them. Okay, so what I did then is put the parakeet party. I love this ribbon. I'm a bit sticky, so it might just stick to me, but hey ho. So I've just chopped a piece off, folded it in half, got my tweezers, just gonna thread it through like so. Just thread the ends through. So my fingers are sticky, so there we go. And there's your tags. You could stamp Merry Christmas on the back, whatever. So what have we? Oh, I've missed quite a few comments, I'm afraid. Oh, there's a lot of it going about. Oh, COVID. It's that time of year, I suppose, with flu. So I'm just going to put one on these ones. There we go. Just so you see, we've done 2. Pop those to one side, pop that up there, put my rubbish away, put my dies away. I say you could even, you die cut your, not die cut, fussy cut, and you could even put, you know, some of them on tags look nice. There we go. Just love it. I love this designer series paper. I love it. So if we bring this back in, as you say, that would go on the front. These would go in here. And then all I did, I'm not going to make one, but I will show you. Card, very vanilla, 10.5 by 14.5. Basically just stamped. You don't have to stamp. You could just leave it for anybody to journal or put a photograph on. Use your scraps, put them at the top so it pokes out the cut hole, the punched hole. So the world's your oyster. You can do whatever. No, don't worry, Chris. You can talk in class, I'll let you. Oh, you make me chuckle. So it just gives you an idea of what, you know, what you can do. And say, you willed your oyster. You can do it however. I can't show you the other ones I've made with the bags because they've been given away, but I did make an album. I will show you how I just let me. So whereas I folded these up and made a pocket, I have used them like this, put them together, punched holes. I've got a bind it all machine, but you could use the binder rings and have it like that, and then I'd have that as a pocket, a little pocket to put things in. You've got that to put things in. So that's a bigger one. Once you've got some card or designer series paper on there, you're well away. So you can do all sorts of things. You can do it anyway, but it's just handy to, you know, to know. I did a smaller one. I think I did one with sort of in half like that as well. But once you start playing, you'll not stop if you get them. That's the thing. So yes, so I hope that was good fun and knowledgeable and showed you what we did. On the die cuts, I've used Kraft Paper, which is the Stampin' Up 6x6 one. It's thicker than paper. I don't know why they call it paper. It is thicker. It is sturdy, but not mega sturdy. But it's ideal for just highlighting those. That's what I die cut. Or you could use Crumb Cake for that matter. Whatever colour. But yeah, I hope that gave you some ideas. And I say you can use it for putting cards in. You can use it for a photo album. You can use it for journaling. You can do whatever. But yeah, it's definitely useful, I think. Nice little prezzies. So, and if I've missed any comments, I do apologise. I shall go through them in a minute. But I hope you've enjoyed that. So that is using the Boughs of Holly designer series paper and Forever Fern. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not. Let's move them down. I don't want to blind you. So yeah, good fun. You can create to your heart's content. You can, and make whatever. So you don't even say use any sort of card and paper. You can even design your own. So I'm glad I've given you some inspiration, Chris. So pleased. Just gives you some ideas, that's all. Nice, I say, nice little prezzies for Christmas. So right, I shall say thank you very much for watching and joining me. If you're watching on catch up, I really do appreciate it. I shall upload my video onto YouTube Thursday evening, all being well. So yeah, if anybody is interested in any of the products and they don't have a demonstrator, please hop on over to my website, and that's Lorna Carter. Oh dear me, let me get my head into gear. LornaCarter.stampinup.net. My brain totally gone. I do list it in the video, in the on my YouTube video in the description. I will list all the sizes of the card and paper and what bags I've used and things like that. I will also put the links on for everybody for the binder rings and the bags, and of course Izzy's Luminaire video. Go check her out. And thank you very much for Smile with Holly, who gave me the inspiration. Right, we'll say good night. Everybody, please take care. And I do hope, Sylvia, you can get home and do some crafting. So I'll send in my love and hugs. And we'll see you, all being well, next Monday, where we'll be making a centre stepper card. Going on from last week, we did the side stepper card. So thank you very much. We'll see you again. Good evening. Bye.